perspective tonight. Leslie?
Well, we've had a bird's eye view tonight, Michelle. I'm on top of a parking structure across from Staples Center, right near LA Live, Nokia Theater there, where you can see a bunch of police cars that are being called out to a more chaotic area. Now, of course, the very busy area where my colleague Robert Olguin was, right on the corner of Figueroa and Chick-Hearn Drive here. We're right along Chick-Hearn Drive. What a difference a half hour makes. I'll tell you, the LAPD was ready and waiting tonight for unruly Lakers fans outside of Staples Center, and thousands of officers were deployed throughout the downtown area tonight, as you saw, in anticipation of troublemakers. And, well, they were right. Let's take a look at some video that was shot
that's the
from
fire
Air
that
7 HD.
took place
You
just
can
on the
see
other side of a building outside of our hotel.
set on fire. This is happening on Flower between 7th and 8th. Random fights and bonfires breaking out within blocks of the arena. There were people rocking and turning over a barricade on wheels, what appears to be a Caltrans barricade. We've heard that there have been several arrests, some for public drunkenness, others for inciting a fight, others for vandalism. Also, a cab trying to leave the Staples Center was surrounded by thugs. Someone opened the rear door of that taxi cab, while others jumped on it and rocked it back and forth. We have seen people flooding the streets here, trying to stop SUVs when they came out of the preferred parking area here at Staples, buses as well. All week, as you know, city officials have been warning people not to congregate around Staples if you didn't have a ticket for tonight's game. I can tell you, police were in place very early today. They were here, and a lot of folks who came down here really did so just to cause trouble. They weren't going to the game. They came down here. I spoke to some of the fans earlier. They were hanging around the corner of Fig and Chick-Hearn Drive, and they were really annoyed that there was such a large police presence. And I will say that many of them, yes, they did have the odor of alcohol on their breath. We've seen Metro Division officers move in with guns that fire beanbags and rubber bullets. But as far as what we've seen here on Chick-Hearn Drive, pretty calm, controlled chaos, so to speak. LAPD definitely has things under control tonight. Reporting live outside Staples Center, Leslie Miller, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Leslie, thanks very much. Again, we're hearing at least 12 arrests so far. One officer injured, suffering a broken nose after someone threw an object at him. That's according to Police Chief Charlie Beck. Let's get more now as our team coverage continues with Eyewitness News reporter John North live in downtown Los Angeles. John?
Well, we've been a bit of it involved, and then after championship games, this one has been fairly mild. But as you pointed out, there have been several arrests. We're going to show you 4 of those arrests, and at least one of the people in this arrest suffered a cardiac arrest. Let's go to a story that we did earlier.
Arrest during an arrest.
After the game ended and an unlawful assembly was declared, police increased their presence around the Staples Center. Hundreds of helmeted officers moved in to move the crowds. There were arrests as people got a little drunk and more than a little rowdy. Police kept people from coming in from outside. As the thousands of fans came out of Staples, police moved the unruly crowd ahead of them, and mostly north and south of the Staples Center. There were incidents, but for the most part, the heavy police presence was effective. Chief Charlie Beck arrived on the scene early.
Well, I have a lot of cops here. I'd rather have them doing nothing than chasing people around. You know, everybody should recognize that this is a great day for the city, and the Lakers pull this out, then we should respect them by doing the right thing.
The police security was the most intense that this reporter has seen after a sporting event. They moved police out of the area in front of the arena a few hours earlier. Surprising after last year's violence were the people who brought young children, like this 5-year-old boy. Are you worried?
Well, yeah, a little bit concerned, yeah.
There were hundreds of officers everywhere around Staples Center. There were also thousands of people leaving a convention center E3 Expo and several thousand more at the LA Film Festival.
In an ideal world, it'd be perfect not to have that. But this is the city of Los Angeles, and we're here to protect and serve them also. So it's great. I mean, if you think about it, that we're able to have simultaneous events coming in here, and that the crowds are orderly for the most part, cooperative. We're having good show of force by the officers, good presence here.